to just make my life easier, I'm gonna put the stream on my phone this time. So I can use my iPad to help. Pull this up 1 second, chat. One second, guys. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay, I'm ready now. I'm so sorry. We've been... Sorry, I was trying to contact a friend about tomorrow. Okay, so... What the... God is loud as shit. Alright, so... Today... What did she say? Okay, I'll use the chat on here. I'll show you guys what I'm working on tonight. I think I know. She's seen it but didn't respond. I wonder what that means. Okay, so... Alright everyone, so welcome to the stream. I apologize for the slow delay, but we are actually, well, I'm working on a project I want to do since my childhood. This is the layout of Battle for Bikini Bottom, Hub 1 area. And the goal here is to actually create the entirety of Battle for Bikini Bottom in Minecraft. This has been a childhood dream of mine to do for some reason. And just a few days ago, I started actually doing it. I was thinking of streaming this before, but I never actually got into it. But this is, as of now, the Hub 1 world. I got all three houses. I got the taxi cabs for Dryfish Fields, Downtown, Goo Lagoon. And now I'm going to make my way into the second hub area with Sandy's Tree Dome, Shady Shoals, the police station. And yeah, that's where we're going to go from there. So I'm going to quickly show you guys the houses. These are all from YouTube, by the way. TSM Minecraft, I think. I'm going to be using that to make Sandy's house today. So, but yeah, this is SpongeBob's house. Just a quick little diagram of that. We got Squidward's house, and we got Patrick's rock. And this is the toll gate for when you go into the second hub world. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start making the path towards. Bro. I'm not making a fucking human. You know how long that shit will fucking take? Not doing that shit. Oh shit, wait, no. Fuck. God damn it, you're distracting me. This is your fault. I'm just kidding. I don't know how to make anyone as a character, to be real with you. So make anything I can as in sand. There's a fucking cow somewhere. Alright, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the layout of the second hub. But first I'm gonna see how big exactly is Sandy Tree Dome in Minecraft. See how much space I need. So unfortunately this may actually take some time to make.
Dawn Platinum removes 99% of grease. It's the goat. And that's coming from a duck. The better grease getter.
CarParts.com always delivers, and they carry quality parts. Now that's my speed. Hey, what's up, YouTube?
Oh god.
Enjoy this video. All of that is going to be a 39 block we'll need. I have forgotten to make the.
Okay, so here's the plan here. I need a layer of 5, but I'm gonna try to make it go a little bit out, so I have no problem actually making it. So let me make the layout. Nah, nothing is ever my fault. At some point. At some point. Okay, so it goes a little left, and then more left. So here's the plan. So we're gonna straighten this out a little bit. I don't know if we can bowl in Minecraft, but that's a good suggestion. Alright, so and then I think around here 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna bring this. So I need a roundabout of 5. So I'm gonna extend this because I need this to be out. I think this is, yeah, so Sandy Tree Dome's around here, and then Rock Bottom's gonna be somewhere nearby it. We're gonna worry about that later. So we're gonna go like 3 more blocks out, and then we're gonna go into the next section and break this, and then this is Sandy's Tree Dome layout. I don't know where Brendan at. Maybe he's watching right now, but he's just in the shadows. Yeah, okay, so Sandy's Tree Dome's gonna go here. Once I get the layout of Hub 2, I'm gonna start making the buildings. And then we'll sand everything up after. So this is technically day 3 of my project here. And I've been working on it for about 3 straight days. Putting about maybe an hour into each. There's a fucking gnat. Piece of shit. Okay, so that's gonna be Sandy's Tree Dome. And then over here, around over here is where it's like a big like circular area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll make it by 10. 1 second, chat. Okay. Alright, chat, I'm back. So, make this by 10, and then we're gonna go like this. It's not too big. Yeah, so Shady Shoals is gonna go around there. I know how Shady Shoals is about. And I gotta make the little water fountain. Shit. Alright. Trust me, guys, it's gonna be worth it when it's done. When it's done, it's gonna look really cool. I think the most annoying levels is honestly gonna be 1 downtown, 2 rock bottom, and I think 3 Sand Mountain. The Sand Mountain and Dutchman Graveyard. I think those are gonna be the most like annoying levels to make. Okay, so layout looks pretty good. And then now I gotta shrink this to make it back into 4. Hope everyone's doing well today. I know I'm not the best with communicating with when the streams go on, and I apologize for that. And then this goes 1 more row. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then this will be the end of. This will be where the second toll gate is to unlock 3rd hub area. So Sandy Street Dome's gonna be there, and then right around it, we're gonna get here. Oh yeah, gravel drops like Shady Shoals. To be honest with you, I don't know how much space I'm gonna need for the tree dome. So rock bottom may be moved a little bit. So I'm not even gonna make that yet. I know Shady Shoals isn't that big, so I should have no problem being able to set up Sand Mountain. And so Sand Mountain's just kind of a straight run, honestly. Move. I think that's good. Alright, so make this. Okay, I'm not gonna make the toll booth towards rock bottom right now until I know how big Sandy's Tree Dome is gonna be. I need to make sure there's enough room for that. So I think I'm gonna leave Hub 2 layout like this right now. Definitely not as big as Hub 1, for sure. But I think I'm gonna envision this layout. And the next thing on my agenda, Hold on, chat. Alright, so now we're gonna start making Sandy Street home.
A row of 3 grey.
So now this is where I get into the building part of my night. We got gray concrete.
Concrete.
So don't mind hear a video in the background.
2, 3. And then go right 1, up 1, right 2, 1, 2. Then go down 1, right 1, connect to the ground. Like that. So this is the entrance to the dome. Place an iron door in the very center of the entrance and place light grey concrete all the way around it. Like that. Then place buttons all the way in around the door.
Gray concrete. I already have like gray concrete. I don't need stove buttons. Door, light gray, concrete.
In front of the light grey concrete. Not only is that a little bit more factual because the door's supposed to be like that weird metal stuff that's like joined together and you can see those like screw things. Not only is it practical, but it does also look better as well. And you want to place the buttons on the back of the light grey concrete too, so that you'll actually be able to get out. Now, once you've done that, you want to grab the white glass and you want to extend back all of the grey concrete backwards by 5 rows using your glass. So all of the grey concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to do this in every single case that we have the grey concrete. It's not 100% necessary that you do the corner blocks like this one, but you can do. There's no real reason why you shouldn't really, because it is just.
Hold on, chat. I'm gonna do this part real quick, then I gotta text again. Okay, hold on. Again, sorry. What the fuck, dude? I thought I turned the weather cycle shit off. What the hell? Why is it thundering so much? One minute, guys. I'm so sorry. Damn. Back to it. I'm sorry, guys.
Inside here, so there's no reason why you would want to maximize the amount of space that you have. But we want to have something which should look like this, and that is 5 rows of glass extended towards the tree dome. We then want to place a row of grey concrete behind that 5th layer of glass. So you want to place a row of grey concrete just like that, and that is the same as the row of grey that we have on the outer part. Place a door in the middle of this empty space, and place light grey concrete around the door, and then place buttons in front of the light grey concrete. Because once again, not only does it look a bit better, but you can actually use them to open the door, so it's quite a bonus. And place the buttons also on the back of the light grey concrete too, because then that will also allow you to loop. There we go, just like that. So that is like the chamber that you would walk through to actually get inside of the tree dome.
Shop your new mattress your way at Ashley. Browse our wide selection.
Next thing that we're going to do is we are going to build a then we'll add stuff inside of it. So the dome itself will require pretty much just white stained glass. And the way that we want to begin the dome is we want to go left with the inner entrance, and we want to go left with this block. So going left of this block, looking down at the ground like this towards the back, place 2 glass going on. 1, 2. Then in the ground do an up left diagonal. And go left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do an up left diagonal. And go left 2. 1, 2. Do 2 up left diagonals. 1, 2. Go up by 2. 1, 2. Do an up left diagonal. Then go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do an up left diagonal and go up by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do an upper right diagonal and go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do an upper right diagonal and go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do 2 upper right diagonals. 1, 2. Then go right by 2. 1, 2. Do an upper right diagonal and go right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do an upper right diagonal and go right by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a bottom right diagonal and go right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a bottom right diagonal and go right by 2. 1, 2. Do 2 bottom right diagonals. 1, 2. And go down by 2. 1, 2. Do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a bottom left diagonal and go down by 4. 1, 2, 3. Do a bottom left diagonal and go down by 2. 1, 2. Do 2 bottom left diagonals. 1, 2. Go left 2. 1, 2. Do a bottom left diagonal and go left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a bottom left diagonal and go left by 1. And if you've done all of that correctly, you should connect all the way back to where you were.
I, of course, messed it up somewhere.
Four, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a bottom left diagonal and go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a bottom left diagonal and
It's
go
right
down
here.
by 4.
I gotta redo this fucking part because I fucked up.
Left. 1, 2. Then in the ground do an up left diagonal. And go left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do an up left diagonal. And go left 2. 1, 2. Do 2 upper left diagonals. 1, 2. Go up by 2. 1, 2. Do an up left diagonal. Then go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do an upper left diagonal and go up by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do an upper right diagonal and go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do an upper right diagonal and go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do 2 up right diagonals. 1, 2. Then go right by 2. 1, 2. Do an up right diagonal and go right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do an up right diagonal and go right by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a bottom right diagonal and go right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a bottom right diagonal and go right by 2. 1, 2. Do 2 bottom right diagonals. 1, 2. And go down by 2. 1, 2. Do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a bottom left diagonal and go down by 4. 1, 2, 3.
The sun is out and the summer savings are sizzling. Shop Rainmore and Flanagan to save up to $1,000 on our
4. Do a bottom left diagonal and go down by 2. 1, 2. Do 2 bottom left diagonals. 1, 2. Go left 2. 1, 2. Do a bottom left diagonal and go left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go bottom left diagonal and go left by 1.
What the hell?
All of that correctly, you should connect all the way back to where you very
What the hell am I doing wrong? What the fuck am I doing? There's no way I'm fucking it up this much. What the fuck? What am I doing wrong? Did I go too far here? It's definitely that.
first started and by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a bottom right diagonal and go right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a bottom right diagonal and go right by 2. 1, 2. Do 2 bottom right diagonals. 1, 2. And go down by 2. 1, 2. Do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do a bottom left diagonal and go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a bottom left diagonal and go down by 2. 1, 2. Do 2 bottom left diagonals. 1, 2. Go left 2. 1, 2. Do a bottom left diagonal and go left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There we
bottom
go.
left diagonal and go left by 1. And if you
Jesus, why did it take me so long to do that?
all the way back to where you very first started, and you should have this. This kind of looks like a balloon or a light bulb. I don't know which one it is, but that's what we want to have. I'll give you a moment whilst you look at that, and once you have done that, we can move on to the next part. The next part is very simple, however tedious. We want to take all of the glass that we have just placed, and you want to add 4 more rows on top. That is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this wants to be applied to every single glass that you have just placed.
Oh god.
The way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to go all the way around, back and forth, or maybe I'll just do this clockwise, and I'm going to place 4 rows of glass on top of every single one of the glass that I have placed on the ground. This will make the glass 5 blocks high in total, because of course we already had 1 row, and by the time we've added 4 to it, we will have 5. I'm going to do this in silence because I don't want to irritate you guys, but all we have to do is stack 4 rows of glass directly on top in whatever method you decide.
Motorcycle shit off.
Too many times was I told that I had to choose between being an athlete and being an academic, being a student. How were you possibly going to go train, travel all around the world, and also go to school? I really enjoy being able to talk about my experience because I hope that someone that is either in a similar situation or their life is just inundated, right? You have work, you have to take care of your family, you have to do all of these things, can realize that it is possible when you're working with a program that is this flexible. They make it possible. You can make it possible. I guarantee you can find a few hours in the week to be able to push yourself toward a goal you've always wanted to achieve. This is how I move forward with Purdue Global. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Now, something that I did also forget to mention, but hopefully it'll be quite intuitive, is that you want to connect the glass together above the interior entrance. But I'm sure that you guys did that anyway, because you wouldn't want to have any holes in your build. Now, once you have added all of those 4 rows of glass, the next part is to add the inner layer of glass. To do this, simply 1 row higher and 1 row inwards in relation to that last layer of glass that you have placed. You want to place another row of glass. This layer of glass, however, does not want to connect at the corners. So, as an example, we've already done a bit of it now. 1 row higher, 1 row inwards, not connecting together at the corners. Now, this is an important distinction because later on we will be doing this and we will be connecting it together at the corners. You see, it provides a completely different shape when you do connect it at the corners. When you connect it at the corners, it gives it a more round shape, which can look a little bit weird if you start doing it on like the lower layers when you're trying to make something, some sort of dome or some sort of sphere. I've found that it's better to not connect at the corners down at the bottom, and this applies to loads of builds like my Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, even previous SpongeBob builds where you've got to make some form of cylinder. It's better not to connect it together at the corners at the bottom and to do it at the top. So that is the layer of glass. Now, once you have that single layer of glass, you want to add 3 more rows of glass on top. That'll look like 1, 2, and 3, like that. And you want to do this on top of that single layer of glass that you have just placed. So, once again, I'm going to do this in silence. You simply want to add 3 rows on top of it. 3.
Each year, thousands of adults lose their shred. These symptoms tell a dark truth.
But with the new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, you can get
Perfect. Just like that. So from that one layer of glass, we have added 3 layers on top. This gives us a thickness, or a depth, or a height, however you want to say it, of 4 blocks tall. Now once you have done that...
Okay, chat, I'll take a little break for a minute. Back to it.
Now, once again, want to add a layer of glass that is 1 row above and 1 row inside that last layer of glass. And this layer of glass, once again, does not want to connect together at the corners because this would fundamentally change the shape of the tree dome and it would look, in my opinion, a little bit worse. But completely up to you how you want to tackle these things. But just to remind you again, it's 1 row above, one row inside. We're slowly shrinking the shape as it is a dome. It's not like just like a big giant cylinder or whatever. And we shrink it, slowly bring it up, slowly bring it inwards. And there's actually not loads and loads of layers left, which I'm sure you guys will be quite happy with.
Yeah,
So,
I'll be most happy with
we've
that.
almost done the single layer, which should look like this. That's your single layer. And on top of this, we only want to add 2 rows of glass on top of it. So that will look like 1 and 2. However, the 2 rows of glass, of course, want to be dispersed all the way around on top of this row. So I'm going to get this done once again in silence.
You know, I just died. I fucking went around this goddamn tree dome to put fucking glass all over it.
Once I have added those 2 layers.
Insanity.
First one already.
This guy's faster than me. That's probably because he's on keyboard and mouse, y'all. You know, keyboard and mouse is like fucking faster than controller players. Like, we controller players take forever. That's why we get aim assist. Ah, I get a cheat because it's on an ad break. If I still somehow lose, I'm gonna be like very upset. I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win.
Okay.
Yo!
We have successfully added those 2 layers of glass. Now, once you have done this, we once again want to add another layer of glass, 1 row above and 1 row inside of our tree dome. But do bear in mind that this is going to come to a close sometime soon, because we're getting to the point where we're not really going to be adding that many more layers. And we are getting quite high, as you might have also noticed. If you have reached this point right here, we actually have a pretty decent height on the dome, and you could even make it bigger if you liked. However, the point of redoing these SpongeBob builds were to make these builds easier and more accessible. So if you don't have like 3 hours to make Sandy's original tree dome, then this one that can be built in an hour, I would imagine, is a nice compromise. So once you have that single layer of glass, all we have to do is add an additional layer on top. And we only want to add 1 layer. You see, this is the final layer of glass, which is going to have multiple layers. We are only going to be adding 3 more rows of glass in total from this layer. So once you have added your additional layer of glass, which I've almost done, it doesn't even take too long. So once you have added your additional layer of glass, like this, we can now shape the glass. So, from here, we want to add yet another layer of glass above and inside. But the difference with this layer of glass is that this glass wants to be connected together at the corners. This will give it a much more rounded shape. Also, I am going to point out now, if you would like to add additional layers of glass, layers upon layers upon layers, until you eventually get the right shape, you see, I'm going to be stopping at 3 layers. This is the first of the 3. But that's just more of a time thing. You can, if you would like to further refine the shape of your dome and make it more pleasing to yourself, then I would highly suggest doing just that. But you can see the difference in this layer than the other layers is that it is connected together at the corners, and you'll see that over time it is going to build a rounded shape. Now, once you've done that once, we want to do this again. So this is going to be the second time that we are placing just a single layer. This is just one layer of glass above and inside of this. And this is going to be 2 of 3. So we are only going to be doing this one more time. And the difference between this layer and the next layer is that the next one we will also be filling in the top. So this is where you've got to make your decision, whether or not you would like to once again change the shape a little bit, because you could probably get quite a bit of a better shape, but it'll require a lot more layers, you see. So that is the second layer of glass, and it's not looking too bad at that, right? Like, it's looking nice and dome-shaped. But once you have added that second layer, we're going to do another layer. This is going to be the third layer, and this is going to be the last one. So once again, above and inside of the previous layer of glass, I'm tired of saying layer. I'll say it differently. I'll say it like the Star Wars character. Layer, Princess Layer of glass. Doesn't make any sense. That just sounds bizarre. So this is the last row of glass that we're going to be placing. And it's not a bad shape whatsoever. I just realised that it could be a little bit more rounded, but Sandy's dome is kind of like quite flat on top, so it's kind of up to you. But you've got like a nice rounded shape, especially from the bottom as well. So now, do I want to add one more? I don't know whether to change it or just add one more. You know what, guys? Against my better judgment, usually I would just fill the top of this thing in, but I'm going to add just one more layer of glass, right? And
Fuck
this
that.
layer of glass is going to be the last one, and I'm going to fill it in. Okay, so the entire top of the tree dome now.
Fuck that.
One more layer of
I'm not
glass
doing that.
above the previous layer, and I'm just going to fill in the tree dome as I go to. So
Fuck
this is,
that.
Actually, this is an extra layer than I did plan on, but I do think it might make it look a little bit better. So it's up to you how much work you want to do. It's really not that bad just to place another layer. So you want to have something that look like this, which is really hard to see like glass on glass. But now all we're going to do is we're just going to fill the top of this in using your white glass. So this is actually going to be quite a tedious process because it is quite a large area. So once again, I'm going to dip out of this whilst I do fill in the top of the tree dome using my glass. But once we have done this, we have the fun of making the tree inside of the tree dome, which is also very tedious. So, yeah.
Start your summer with better sleep during Ashley's summer savings event. With Ashley Sleep mattresses starting at just $250. Plus, pay no interest for 5 years on top bedding brands starting at only $38 a month. Better sleep starts at Ashley.
You don't buy a mattress every day, so finding the right one matters. At Raymore and Flanagan, we make it easy. Our convenient financing plans allow you to buy now and pay over time. Sleep better, live better at Raymore and Flanagan.
Shit is fucking big, dude. Alright.
And there we go. I do think that extra layer of glass actually has made a bit of a difference. I do think that actually looks a bit better. It does. I think that was well worth it. From the sides and from the top, it definitely looks a bit more well-rounded. So once you yourself have achieved this dome, we can actually build inside of it. It's quite a feat that we've actually managed to do this. Now, once you have completed that, and of course, pause the video if necessary, make your way inside of the tree dome. It's so glorious in here. I really love it. I usually make the tree first, and then the dome around it. It's kind of cool to actually be inside of it. I really like this. Anyway, so we're going to begin with the tree. We're going to get rid of the big bit. So, to position the tree in the middle of the dome, it's quite easy. Make your way to the door. This is the interior door. From this door, you want to count inwards. And you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Place an oak wood. From the oak wood, go left and up by 2. 1, 2, go right 2, 1, 2, and down 2, 1, 2. Now, if you've done that correctly, you should find that the tree is in the very center of the dome, which is very important to have the tree in the center of the dome, honestly. So, you can also figure it out, like, if you know where the middle of the dome is, like, it's quite easy to see. Like, that block there should correspond with the middle block on that side. This block here should be the middle block on that side. This block here should be the middle block on that side. Like, it's quite easy to figure it out. But that's the base of the tree. Well, on top of this tree, we want to add 7 rows of oak wood. So on top of all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we want to do this on top of every single oak wood. And I do want to warn you that the tree portion of this, because of the nature of trees and how random they are, it's kind of going to be like you're going to have to do this a little bit yourself, kind of. And I'll show you what I mean. So once you've done this, we now want to add some jungle leaves. We want to make the top of the tree before we shape the trunk. So from this 7th block,
Jungle leaves.
this one, or maybe so we'll start one down. From this block here, we want to place a row
Yep.
of jungle leaves.
Oh,
Now,
I'm sorry to hear that. Hey,
a
hey,
circle,
hey,
kind of like an oval.
hey,
Okay?
hey, that's
This
not
is
nice,
how
sir.
we're going to do it. It's going to be very rough, and it's going to look like the outline of to make kind of like a
Hey.
circle or kind of like an oval. Okay? And this is how we're going to do it. It's
That is no nice, sir. I'm trying to just,
very rough,
I'm trying to just be creative, man. I'm just trying to make shit.
and it's going to look like the
I'm just trying to create shit, bro.
outline of it is going to look
Oh, fuck. Yes, sir, it sure is.
kind of like this. And
Oh, shit. Really?
again, like it's shaped tree in the middle of the tree dome, and we're just going to start off with this very basic shape here.
Oh, that's
but
not
we kind
accurate.
of want to have a nice circular shaped.
What the fuck was that? Sure is. That's going into the second. That going into the second plank?
Like it's. And
How
this
much is
how
that?
We're going to do it. It's going to be very rough, and it's going to look like the outline of it is going to look kind of like this. And I
2,
yeah.
3, 4,
I-
5.
it-
5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I had it correct.
it's so hard to explain how to do this, but we kind of want
Oh.
to have a nice circular shaped.
Oh, nope, it's just. Oh, I had it. Right.
Sort of like oval shaped.
This guy's not even explaining like where the the leaves are supposed to
in
go.
the middle of
So I have to
the
literally
tree dome. And
visualize it myself. Like, oh, this is
we're just going to start off with this very basic
very basic shape, but you're not explaining anything to me. So thanks.
here. And I want you guys
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
to kind of copy this, but
Trying to copy this because you're not explaining shit.
also do your thing a little bit. Too. So just make it a little bit different.
That's fine. That's fine, honestly.
So you kind of want to have a shape that should look like that, right? It's kind of like an oval, but it's not quite perfect, and that's kind of what we want to do. Now, once we have this shape, the point of this is that we want to add another row of this in front of it. So you want to add another row of leaves in front of this, and bear this in mind that the tree doesn't want to be that big. We don't want to have a massive tree. So you kind of want to just have like another row of the tree in front of it myself. Something like that, right? Something that's completely fine. Maybe even a little bit too big, to be honest with you. We could maybe even shrink it. So once you have a shape like this, we want to add another row of jungle leaves, once again kind of like above and inside of this. But as with the nature of shrinking, so once you have a shape like this, we want to add another row of jungle leaves, once again kind of like above and inside of this. But with the nature of trees, like you don't want the tree to look too. You don't want. The tree to look too perfect, right? You don't want it to look exactly like the shape that you don't want it to look exactly like the starting shape. So you want to bring it in a bit. You don't want it to be like the dome where it's like a nice perfect circle. You want it to come in a little bit in some places. You want it to look a little bit random, and in some places, I mean, you kind of want this sort of thing, right? And you want it to be a bit random. That's kind of the nature of trees, and you can prune it, and you can knock certain blocks away, and you can add certain blocks here and there where you see fit to better shape the tree. And I kind of want my tree to peak a little bit better there. I think that'd actually look a bit better too. But you guys kind of get the idea. We want to make a tree like this, and once you've added one layer of jungle leaves, we're going to add a final layer. This is going to be the last one because I don't want it to. I don't want the tree to.
Okay. Fucking villager has been here since I made this world. Okay, chat. I am, good sir. Okay, here, real quick. I actually have to go to the bathroom in a second, so I'll show you what I'm doing before. Let me take a little break. I am currently making, I don't know if you ever seen my SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom speedruns, my any percents, but I'm currently trying to make the game of that in Minecraft. With the taxi cabs, with all levels, I'm trying to make all that right now. So this is hub 1. I'm gonna do some decoration stuff later, like the little orange trees around like here and then there. But right now I'm working on a layout of hub 2. So I can start making Sandy's tree domes, Shady Shoals, the police station. And I actually forgot about the police station for a second. I gotta make some more room to do that. Cause Rock Bottom goes there. Okay, we'll work on that later. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm doing right now. And right now we're at Sandy's tree dome. And I'm trying to work on some extra stuff. But once I get the tree dome done, I'm gonna start making the sand and start making the the bounds area for the second hub world. But This is kind of what I got so far. I'm gonna leave my character here. I'm gonna be right back. I have to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Hold on. Okay, hello everyone, I am back. Yeah, so literally the goal is to make the entirety of Battlefield for Bikini Bottom. I'm gonna try to make absolutely everything that the game contains. From hub to levels to detail, as much detail as I possibly can. This is the coming project of mine. And I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Honestly, this will probably take like a year. Honestly, to probably get everything done, especially when I get to the levels. I know levels are gonna suck. It's gonna be worth it. It's really gonna be worth it. The hub world it's definitely gonna take time. I don't think it'll take as much time as I think it will, because that honestly only took me 2 days to do. All that. This is day 3, and I've did this so far, and the tree dome. So I'm gonna go back to building it on YouTube real quick. I'm gonna finish this tree off, and then I can continue. So I can start doing the hub area.
Be too big, to be honest, because I don't want it to take the entirety of. I don't want it to take up the entire dome. But we're going to add another layer. So this is going to be the final layer. Something like this, just inside the tree, and you know, just keep messing about with it until you are eventually happy with it. That is going to be my best advice that I can give you on this, because this looks nothing like my original, and just make a nice big good-looking tree for your own. That's not a bad-looking. The back of the trunk. So if you just extend the leaves backwards until they are about the same, about the same depth as the trunk, they come out about as far as the back of the trunk, then that's actually not a bad starting place at all, like this. So now you can see they all come to the back of the trunk. And we also want to extend them outwards again, so we want to extend them one block further out, and also connect them together at the bottom too. And then we'll add about 2 layers, I think. About 2 layers onto the back. I mean, you can do 3, but as I say, you don't want to take the entire inside up. So, we've got a nice outline now. And then we're going to be adding, I'm going to add a few, preemptively, I'm going to add a few jungle leaf blocks like inside, like this. Just to kind of like round out the corners a little bit. The back of the tree can be completely different to the front of the tree. It really isn't a big deal. I'm going to cover up that hole that I just see there, but something like this works just fine. That's not too bad, and then I can just focus on adding another layer of jungle leaves that is once again, you know, it wants to be one row inwards and one row inside, and you just want to make a shape that you find pleasing. And I don't know how many different ways and how many times I should say this, but this is going to be individual. I did kind of point that out before we started this. You want your tree to look how you want it to look. You know, it's not necessarily going to look exactly like mine. Mine's kind of like a funky shape at the moment, to be honest. But you know, if this wasn't like my final tree house, then if this was the one that I wanted to absolutely show everybody, then I'd obviously make it a little bit more in tune to my taste. But I kind of got the original version right, so I'm not spending loads of time on this version. And then I'm going to add one more row in front of all of the empty space to kind of just finish it off a little bit. And that will be that. So once again, just keep shaping it until you're happy with it. I'm just kind of filling in the empty space because I don't want the tutorial to be dead long. But you know, something like that looks fine. It doesn't even look too bad like that. So that is the tree, right? That's the tree portion. That doesn't look natural at all. The front looks quite unnatural, to be honest with you, but you know, we'll leave it at that. Just keep shaping it until you're happy with it, is all I can keep telling you. The trunk of the tree, however, also has to be shaped. So bear in mind that the entrance to the tree is going to be here, right? Roughly here. We're going to have like an entrance here. So if you come all the way down to the bottom of the front of the tree, you knock out the two middle blocks, down at the base of the tree, that's where the door is going to be. And around the door, you kind of just want to build up some wood, right? So you just want to use your oak wood to kind of like... what? What sort of shape do you have at the base of the tree? It's usually a little bit thicker sometimes, like especially in fantasy stuff, right? Like the tree is a little bit thicker at the base, and it's usually got, sometimes it's got some like roots around the base of the tree like that. I'm gonna kind of build the entrance in a little bit, kind of like this. And you know, you've usually got some roots, it usually comes out a little bit. Sometimes the roots can even come a little bit further. You see, it's kind of interesting about this is we do want to have some roots around the base of the tree because that's going to expand the living situation inside of it. And you can even shape the trunk a little bit as well, like you can knock out some blocks here and there to make it look a little bit more, you know, quote unquote more realistic. So, you know, something like that actually improves the shape of the tree a little bit. Although now it is a little too thick at the base. So, you know, something like that would actually look quite good. That doesn't look too bad at all. If we just knock out this block maybe this block, that doesn't look too bad. Maybe knock that one out. And it's probably a little bit too thick on this side too. But you've kind of got to strike a balance with that. That doesn't look too bad. That's not an awful looking trick. I kind of don't like that actually. I quite like the entrance there, and I might even move the entrance like that far out. No, I actually don't. The problem with it and to do with the base. I'm going to begin the table about here, so it's not too close to the front of the desk.
I'm not worried about the inside. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna add my wood door real quick and then call it. This, all this inside stuff is gonna be like a side project of mine. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Shit. Alright, this is Sandy Street Home. Now officially have this in my hub world. Power Hub 2, and then we gotta get the sand coming over here soon, so we can work on the out of bounds area for this. So I need to keep in mind of this police station. I'm gonna take another second here. I'm gonna do some sand layering like over here, and then I think I'm gonna call it stream for the night. Okay, so sandy street dome. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start doing the sand around the dome. And I might make the police station kind of just on like improv that, but I need to make some room for it though. So in between, so this is where I'm gonna start getting rock bottom here. Got a lot of fucking sand to do, so this is gonna be quite tedious. This is going to be pretty fucking tedious. Alright, and this will be our straightaway. And then a little bit after the Sandy's Dome will be the taxi cab towards rock bottom. Oh, fuck me, dude. Oh my god. Alright, so I think these streams I'm gonna call them in the future from here on out is a Minecraft stream creating BFBB. Creating SpongeBob BFBB. Or maybe creating SpongeBob BFBB and Minecraft Live. I think that's what I'll start calling the streams from here on out. Yeah, I think that's a good name. Got a lot of fucking sand to do. Oh no. I'm gonna make a probably not tonight, but I put on, maybe I'll just get the structuring of the police station just so I can work with getting the sand around it. I'll make that on my own because I don't really think there's a video that shows the SpongeBob police station, so I'll just make that. Okay, so that'll be towards the taxi cab. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get blue concrete. Shit. No. Blue concrete. And then some gravel here. And I think right here will be the station. And we need there's some stairs going into the place, so we gotta get some oak stairs. And I think it's about oh, I thought I heard something. I'd have been like, that would have not been good. Move. Shady Shoals also has a, and then this would be, so the police station isn't that big. I think I'm gonna do like out by 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm just gonna, this is just gonna be the layout of it. It's not too big either. Like I said, this building is gonna be improved. I'm gonna do this all on my own. I think this is a reasonable size, and then we'll do this. I'm not worried about building this right now, I just want the structure of it. So it makes my life easier. Let's do this shit. Alright. Now that horse is gonna be stuck until it dies out. I don't know what else to say. Alright, so this is the police station. This will be the police station. Don't want to breathe into the mic, I'm sorry. And now the next part. Oh, I gotta extend the gravel out here a little bit. And then the next hub area is not far from here. And then this is where sort of toll gate for hub 4 will go. Hub 3 will go. Now the last major project for me tonight is a sand. I know that's gonna take a fucking some time on its own. Okay. I got a lot to destroy. Oh no, I got a lot to do. Alright, so I think we're gonna start it around... The hell was that? There's a pig stuck in the tree dome. Oh, well. I'm just gonna have to make my... Some purple concrete. Just use this as a little guide for myself. This part's gonna be like really big. Pause. This has got to go into, yeah, like right here. These are gonna be split into like multiple things. I gotta officially make Sand Mountain. We're gonna move this up a little bit. I think that's good. I'm sure everybody ought to make sure these shoals will not worry about that right now. Alright, so the unfortunate thing is all gonna connect towards Sand Mountain. Alright, so this would be, it's gotta get the layout going. I'm literally just making this at random. Oh shit. Alright, so I think this would be split among different kind of mountains. And now I can make the sand based off of this. Alright. I think it's time for the tedious part of the night. Breaking all this shit into sand. Those guys, it's gonna look really good when we're done. This is a big project of mine. I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. 10 years ago, I had dreams, man. I had dreams. I know Shady Shoal is not that big, so we're just gonna leave it exactly as that. I'm gonna fill it all in with sand anyway. I gotta make the little water fountain over here too. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Hub 2 is definitely gonna be bigger than Hub 1. I think Hub 3 is gonna be just as... I don't think Hub 3 will be too bad though, because I gotta make a Krusty Krab, the Chum Bucket, and the movie theater. Here I just made one of the things already. I already made Sandy Street Home. And now I have to make Shady Shoals and the police station. I plan on next time when I stream this, I'm planning on putting some music on. Probably it's SpongeBob music. Just more of the OST music from the game. Just to keep it nice and cool and calm. Or maybe I'll do that right now. While I do this fucking part of the game now that I'm not building anything else. So we'll put this on. Not Chris Hemsworth. Okay. Oh, that could be heard. I'm just gonna be quiet. I went around it once. At least every time I do it, it's gonna just shrink more and more. Slowly but surely. My index finger is getting it really hard right now. Pause. Getting there. For the first part of the fucking sand, for the first part of it, we're getting there. I'm gonna, actually I can't stop my mic so you guys won't hear it. Guys, remember, there's gonna be a building here, so it's not gonna be all empty. It's gonna be an in-between. Can't imagine Shady Shoals taking the entire space. Jeez, this is like a fucking project on its own. Not even trying to make the buildings. This is a fucking project right here. See the shapes starting to come together. See the vision. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna take a second. Change. I was seeing what that villager was doing. Alright, we are almost done with what we gotta do for tonight. Starting to come together though. Few sand spots, shady shoals we have to make, but we are getting there. Alright, let's do the final two sand portions. And I'm gonna make the taxi cabs. My fucking index finger, bro. You know how many times I've tapped the fucking ZL L2 all for like past like hour? Insanity. Alright. I love it, they almost get stuck in there. How is there a baby sheep in there? Almost done for the night. Almost done. Almost there. Alright. Alright. Alrighty guys, so I'm going to show you guys what the final product is so far, and then call it a night here, because I've worked a lot and my finger's getting tired. So, SpongeBob Pineapple, Hub World, Squidward's House, Taxi Cab 1, Taxi Cab 2, Patrick Rock, Taxi Cab 3, Tollgate for Hub 2, layout of it as of now, Sandy Street Dome right there. I think in the actual game it's closer than that, but I didn't know how much space I needed, so we're gonna leave it like that. Police station's gonna be there. Taxi Cab 4, Taxi Cab 5, Mermalair will be here, Shady Shoals. I think my planning I'm gonna do for when we get to levels like Rock Bottom and Mermalair, SpongeBob's Dream, I think I'm gonna transfer some of that to the Nether, but I'm gonna make like these like rooms so that I don't see any of that stuff, because I don't want all that stuff to be in the way here unless I make it like a really far away spot. I don't know how I would do it, honestly. It's like portal coordinates. I don't know how this game works now, but yeah, so Shady Shoals is gonna be there, Sand Mountain, Rock Bottom, Mermalair, Dryfish Fields, Downtown Goo Lagoon. That's what I got so far. Let's take a picture of my day 3 work for myself. This is day 3. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I know it's a different stream. Next time I do this, I will probably stream it. If I don't, I'll show you guys what I've done. I want to stream as much of this journey as possible from here on out. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Thank you all for tuning in, the ones that stayed here. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Take care.